So I am at Pelling right now, and we just saw Kanchenjunga from a petrol bunk. This must be the most scenic petrol bunk in India. My hotel is there, but there are few trees which will block the view, so I came down here to get a closer view. Even tomorrow we will be in Pelling. We will leave to Darjeeling tomorrow morning. So if the clouds are clear again, I'll come tomorrow and I'll search for a better viewpoint than this. If I don't get any other viewpoint, I'll still come here and I'll still get some photos because it's really beautiful. Today's plan is we'll be going to uh, local sightseeing in Pelling. There are lakes, waterfalls, so we'll be going there. And let's see if we can get a better view of Kanchenjunga. You can see the sun rays falling on the peak. I was lucky that the clouds have cleared up and there is no fog and we can see the Kanchenjunga clearly. I think this is as close as I can get to Kanchenjunga. It appears near, but it is very far because you can see there are a lot of mountains, and behind all these mountains there is few snow-capped peaks, and behind that is mountain Kanchenjunga. So even though it appears near, it's not as near as it appears. It's pretty far. We can see it from here because it's so huge. As I said before, my hotel is there, and I took some shortcuts where I climbed down the stairs and went to other buildings and crossed some 2 to 3 buildings and came down here so that I can get to the petrol bunk quickly to get the video of the Kanchenjunga. But right now I can't go up there because there are few dogs right now. So I have to find another way to go to hotel, and I'm not sure which way it is. Another good thing about Pelling is look at all these hotels. This is one hotel, and this is hotel, that is the hotel. So all these are hotels. So they are strategically placed such that you will get the view of Kanchenjunga. If there is another hotel blocking this, they will slightly raise the level of the hotel such that from the top you can get the view. So that time I went there to the petrol bunk to get the view. So today we'll be going for local sightseeing to Pelling. This is the first stop, and here we have a small orange which has fallen down. So we are anyway going to the orange farm. Hopefully we'll see some big oranges and we can taste them. And I'm eating a local, what do you call, candy. Not exactly candy, we have to keep on biting it. It is called churpi, and it is very hard. It will take around 6 to 7 hours to complete this. So currently I'm trying to bite it. It's very hard. You can't bite. You have to you have to keep it in your mouth and start slowly biting so that you will get pieces here and there. So what they do here is the drivers, when they are driving in a long journey, they will just have one and they'll keep biting. It will help them to stay awake, stay alert, because they will be continuously biting, and even you will be getting some taste also when you are biting, and it will remain for a long time. So I'll show you too. It is local to Sikkim. We bought a packet. It costed us around 50, and we got some maybe 7 to 8 pieces. Around Pelling, surrounding the city, there are many lychee plants. So you will get lot of lychees here, fresh lychees, and also walnuts, and of course oranges where we are going right now. So if you want, you can buy them. They have put stalls everywhere on the road, so you can buy anywhere. So this is like a mini village. You have to pay entrance fee to enter this orange garden, and inside this garden they have so many houses and so many shops. So it's like a village itself inside a compound, a big compound. So we can smell orange because behind everywhere it's orange trees. First we'll just go and check out this river. They have some stalls there, food stalls. Maybe we'll get some orange. Bye. That was the lake. Now I'm climbing to go to the viewpoint of the lake. And you have to climb a lot. It's very steep. But yeah, I'll climb. It's a very calm place. Not many people are there. You can even feed the fish. But you have to buy the food from the stalls. You can't just feed anything like breadcrumbs or anything. Outside the lake, there is a stall where you can buy food to feed the fish. It costs 30 rupees or 50 rupees. I think it is soya. So you can feed the fish also. There are a lot of fish actually. And it is very steep. I've climbed a lot. I still have to climb. I don't know how far. But let's go. I've already climbed a lot and I can see the viewpoint from here. I'm very tired. Since I've climbed this way, this much, I don't want to go back without seeing the viewpoint. Let's go. It's very calm actually because no one is there in the lake. I think I saw some maybe 20 people, but here no one is there. I can see the viewpoint. There is some kind of green shed, but I'm not sure. There are two ways. One is this one. Another goes further up. So I decided to go till the top. Not this midway viewpoint, but I'll go till the top. No one is there. I'm going alone. But I bet the views will be very good because I'm climbing a lot and they won't make this viewpoint for just for climbing sake. There must be something good. Wow. I'm climbing a peak here. There it is. I really hope it is that one. I finally made it to the top. You will get the view. I don't want to waste a lot of time here because others are waiting for me. I'll just capture this. Let's go. Climbing down shouldn't be so hard. I mean, it's just getting down. So here's someone who tried but failed. I succeeded. I went to the top. He failed. Look at this. Look at this failure.
I went to the top.
I went before you and came down.
Show me
He
the
is
proof.
lying.
Show me the proof.
He is lying.
Let's get down, guys. When I was climbing up, I thought this is the viewpoint and I was happy because I was already tired. Then it's like how much you have climbed till now, you have to climb the same amount of distance to go to the top. So this is the first time in this trip. I'm sweating. It's very top. Very top.